Welcome back, everybody. Today we have a smoked buffalo chicken sandwich on the ciabatta with the coleslaw. Let's get it. To start, we're going to get our chicken thighs out, get them nice and patted dry. Once they're nice and patted dry, we're going to hit it with the seasonings. Per usual, the recipes will be in the description. If you want to take a gander, you see what I used. Once we get nice and seasoned up, we'll put it in the fridge and let it sit overnight. Alright, now that we got that bad boy in the fridge, let's get started on our ciabatta bread. First, I'm going to start with some flour, some water, and a little bit of yeast. Get that all nice and mixed up. Once I get nice and mixed up, I'm going to cover it with saran wrap. And I'm going to put it in my little controlled bread cooker thing. Keep it at room temperature. I believe it did about 75-80 degrees. I'm going to let that sit overnight. And just like that, it's the next morning. Let's go ahead, pop this bad boy open. And this is what it's supposed to look like. Alright, take that, put that aside, and get the rest of our stuff going. Going with some more water, a little bit more yeast. And let that get nice and foamy, frothy, activated, all that good stuff. Now that it's started to activate, I'm going to go ahead and add some more flour. Add our starter to it. I'm going to get that all nice and mixed up. And just like that, we have it nice and mixed up. Cover the towel and let it rest for 30 minutes. It's been 30 minutes already. I know time flies when you're having fun. I'm going to give this a series of stretch and pulls. I'm going to go around, stretch each side twice. And I'm going to let it rest for 30 more minutes. I'm going to repeat this process 3 more times. And here we are with our final stretch and pull. Let me see it getting a little bit more airy, a little bit more doughy, ciabatta-like, I guess. I don't really know. First time I ever made it, and it turned out actually pretty good, shockingly. But once that gets this nice and stretched and pulled out, I'm gonna pop it in the fridge and let it sit for about an hour or so. You can let it sit for more than an hour if you need to, but an hour is fine. It's already been an hour. Oh my gosh, I must be having so much fun. You go ahead, put this into a rectangle of sorts, and then I'm going to cut out equal-ish portions. I did 6 loaves total, so I cut it in half, and then I cut it into thirds. You could cut it into eighths. You can just do 2 big loaves if you like. It's up to you. I figured these 6 pieces were fairly good sizes for the sandwiches I'm trying to make today, so that's what I went with. Go ahead, stretch them out, get a little bit more rectangularly shaped. Once I do, I'm going to put it on a parchment paper, cover it up, and let it rise a little bit for about an hour or so. And while that's rising, we're going to go ahead and preheat our oven. Put it in there at 450. And that sheet tray right there was sitting in the oven while it was baking. And I forgot to spritz it with water. And I'm going to spritz it with water. Make sure you put that pan in there, get it nice and hot. You can just put it in while the oven's preheating. And about 20 minutes later, bam, ciabatta bread. Looking good. I'm going to put that on a wired rack and just let that rest. And while our bread rests, I think it's time to throw these bad boys on the smoker. And that's exactly what we are going to do. Bam. Put them on the smoker. And while those are smoking, let's make a little buffalo sauce. I got about a half a cup of butter here, or 1 stick. About 2/3 cup of rice red hot. Hit it with a little bit more cayenne, a little bit of garlic, and I put that on the stove top to gel together. And while that's gelling, let's make some coleslaw. I'm just going to cut this in half and take that core out. We're only going to use about half of this cabbage here. Now I slice that red onion. I guess I decided to slice the red onion first. Look at that. Get that onion all nice and sliced up, and then we're going to get that cabbage all nice and sliced up. And put that in a bowl, and then shred up the carrot. I shredded 2 carrots for this one. Once they're nice and shredded, you mix it with some mayo. I did a little bit of ranch as well. A little apple cider vinegar, and seasonings of your choice. I just did salt, pepper, garlic. Nothing too fancy. Nothing too fancy. Just pop that in the fridge and let it gel together. Gosh, I really like this word gel to be on. But we got our chicken here. We got our buffalo sauce that is nice and incorporated. Gel together. It's nice and incorporated. I'm gonna go ahead and chop up our chicken thighs, and we're gonna mix it with some of that sauce. Oh, it's time to assemble. I'm gonna slice this ciabatta bread up, get some butter on it, get it nice and toasty. Oh, then we're gonna slice this random tomato here, then I'm gonna put it on the corner of the cutting board, and you're just gonna let it be. Okay? You're just gonna let it be until it's time to use it. And I'm gonna get our cheese ready. I went with provolone. Seemed like the best fitting cheese for this sandwich. I'll tell you what. And just like that, our bread is nice and toasted. A piece of cheese on each piece of bread. Some of our chicken, as much as you want, as much as you want. Oh my lord, I put it on all. Then I had to fix it. Look at that. Once I get these nice and assembled, I'm gonna wrap them in those tin foil, pop them in the oven, and let them get nice and And just like that, I'm going to put a piece of tomato in each one. Reclose these bad boys up and enjoy. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like and subscribe.